Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Tonight, we are talking about the case of Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. They have not been seen since. Today would be Lily's 7th birthday. She should be having a birthday party, but she's not. We don't know where she is. We're going to talk about this case from the beginning all the way up till today. A lot to talk about. Stick around on the other side of this.
They said it was quiet, just a normal day. Two kids in pajamas and gone without a trace. The door was cracked, the woods were wide, but nobody saw who took their lives. He said he searched the hills and trees, but his shirt was clean, and so were his knees. The mother's silent, no tears, no fight, just shadows dancing in the morning light. A pink blanket left in a ditch like trash, footprints fading in the muddy grass. Neighbors whisper, timelines bend, how do children vanish? And the story ends. The baby's gone, now they took her away, but not before the guilt refused to stay. There's a hole in that trailer, not just the wall, it's where truth leaks out and justice stalls. They ask us not to speculate, but silence don't fill an empty plate. Kids don't run, no shoes, no food, they don't slip away unless someone moves. Still not home, still not found, still no answers in that silent town. No Amber Alert, no midnight cries, just two little ghosts under Pictou skies. Hear their names in the rustling trees, Lily in the wind, Jack in the leaves. They're more than lost, they're more than pain. They're the reason we keep screaming names. So if you hear footsteps that don't belong, or lullabies that cut too strong, don't turn the page, don't let it fade. Remember the price that neglect is paid. Still not home, still not back. Two empty chairs, one pink backpack. If the system knew but closed its eyes, then who's really guilty when a child dies? They said it was quiet, just a normal day. Two kids in pajamas, and gone without a trace. The door was cracked, the woods were wide. Island town. Silence don't there's a hole, just the wall. It's where truth leaks out and justice stalls. The baby's gone now, they took her away, but not before the guilt refused to stay. There's a hole in that trailer, not just the wall. It's where truth leaks out and justice stalls. They ask us not to speculate, but silence don't fill an empty plate. And kids don't run with no shoes, no food. They don't slip away unless someone moves. Still not home, still not found. Still no answers in that silent town. No Amber Alert, no midnight cries. Just two little ghosts under Pictou skies. I hear their names in the rustling trees. Lily in the wind, Jack in the leaves. They're more than lost, they're more than pain. They're the reason we keep screaming names. So if you hear footsteps that don't belong, or lullabies that cut too strong, don't turn the page, don't let it fade. Remember the price that neglect has paid. Still not home, still not back. Two empty chairs, one pink backpack. If the system knew or closed its eyes, then who's really guilty when a child dies? Still not home, still not back. Two empty chairs, one pink.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smiled through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world.
Oh, there we go. Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is March 22nd, 2026. It is currently 9:42 p.m. the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Tonight, we're talking about the case of Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. Today is Lily's birthday. She would be 7 years old, but she's missing. You guys, it keeps playing over in my head today about the birthday video of the birthday party where Lily's like so excited about the birthday. She's squealing. And I keep thinking about that because Lily was kind of the life of the party. And she should be enjoying that today. But she's not. Because, in my opinion, there were grown adults that failed them, that absolutely failed Jack and Lily. Tonight we're going to be going over the case of Jack and Lily, just kind of doing a low key live stream. And if you have any questions, ask. I'll answer to the best of my ability about this case. I have been on it since literally day one, just a few hours after they went missing. My opinion on anything, I'll do it, answer it the best I can as well. And going over kind of a timeline, if you will. I don't think, I'll be the first to tell you that I don't think Jack or Lily walked out of their home. I don't think they woke up that morning. I don't think that they went into Daniel and Malia's bedroom. I don't believe they got their boots on and went outside. And I certainly don't believe that Jack or Lily walked off of that property. Right. And that's my opinion. But it is based upon everything, an accumulation of what we have learned in nearly almost a year. So there's that. Good to see everyone in chat. Hello, baby kisses. Susan, Shannon. Are you on a different screen name, Shannon? You want a different screen name? D, Tina, Adele, Susie Q, April, Ruby, Char, Wendy, hello, Sherry, Linda, Captain, good to see you. Robini, Crime, Miss Joyous, Miss Belinda, good to see you, honey. I know it's a rough day for you because I'm emotional about it. I can't imagine you. Miss Seeker, Tiff, good to see you. Pam, Linda, all of that. I know that a lot of people are talking about the Guthrie case and all of that right now, and we continue to talk about the Guthrie case, of course, but I had to go live about Jack and Lily because we will just absolutely never, ever, ever give up on Jack and Lily. Parents, mother, of Jack and Lilly has largely been quiet. She has spoken out via text a couple times, in interview, all of that. Stepfather, he's not a stepfather, the mom's boyfriend, Daniel Martell, he has largely not been quiet about this and has lied his ass off pretty much from jump, in my opinion. But recently, um, he's gotten quiet, even before he was being charged in the he's being charged in uh, what's it? I keep wanting to say DV. It's not DV. Um, S assault, and holding someone captive to that extent. Right. Thank you, Miss Belinda. And we're waiting. Court's coming pretty quick, thank God, and hopefully they will do something quickly about that, and hopefully it will kind of help Jack and Lily's case as well. You never know; it might even give them leverage in Jack and Lily's case. That's what I'm hoping, at least, that it gives some leverage to find Jack and Lily. Guys, before we get started, if you don't mind, please do me a big favor and hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Also, share this live out. Jack and Lily's case, people are still doing lives about it, thank God, but it is not in the light like it was. Naturally, life and more cases come and all of that. But they can't be forgotten. People can't stop talking about Jack and Lily. They can't stop talking about Sebastian. They can't stop talking about Michael Vaughn. They can't stop talking about Summer and all of these cases that need more attention. So that little thing that you do, double tap on the screen or just clicking that thumbs up button, sharing this live out does more than you know. Truly, it really does. So thank you all so much for being here. Um, let's. I wanted to show y'all something. This made my day today. Subscriber. It's kind of off topic, but I wanted to tell you. I wanted to show you guys. It truly made my day. One of my subscribers, our Pearl member family, sent a video today to me of their bird, just to make you laugh, or smile, or whatever. When my song plays, look at this.
Yeah, Orly.
Isn't that I have watched that 1,000 times today, since just the last little bit that they sent it to me. I absolutely love that. So funny. That just truly made my day. So yeah. Isn't that cute, Joyous? Oh my god. Yes. Shannon, are you on a different screen name? I'm just so used to not seeing you like this. So, not in blue. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I do. GD, good to see you. Or SD, good to see you. Yeah, yes. It did. It made me smile, made me laugh, all of that. All right. Let's get into it. So, Daniel gets a lot of the brunt of it, right? He gets the brunt of it, right? That is true. Because he's, in my opinion, well, I mean, he's been more vocal, but he's lied more. But we're going to talk about Miss Malaya too. Oh, really? Why? Why, Shannon? Okay, I'll mod you up here in a minute, or I'll have to do it on my phone. Um, but he's been, but Malaya has not been, in my opinion, truthful either. Remember, they largely both had the same story, if you will, the morning that they went missing, right? They both largely had the same story, regardless of whether that is whoever was asleep or whatever. And Malaya has changed her story when it comes to, was Daniel abusive to Jack and Lily as well? Now, I have always said that I believe Malaya said that Daniel wasn't abusive to the, publicly, and probably privately in the beginning because of CPS. I think that is what it was about, in my opinion. Lots of that. I think she's very selfish. I think she's extraordinarily immature for her age, particularly, and being a mother of three. I do believe that, in my opinion, that Daniel was not good to her a lot of times. And I think she might have, uh, I think Daniel's twisted. But nonetheless, she was gone around Easter. Easter will be here before you know it. And she went back, right? What's that? What do you mean arrested development? For what? What's that mean? You mean, is something going on? Let's stem from her upbringing. This is the thing though. A lot of things stem from a lot of our upbringing. You know what I mean? Nobody has a perfect anything. Nothing is perfect. If, your parents weren't there or anything, the child is like, we're like, oh, we didn't have any parents. Or if they're overbearing, we're like, oh my God, they didn't allow us to do anything. They didn't allow us to experience life. It's, I get that. And we all have our own issues. I understand we all have our own issues. But when we have kids, it's not about our issues, it's about the children. I can't understand, because anyone would have to get through to me. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Infuriating. Two beautiful children, Jack and Lily, are missing. Failed by all. Yes, and they were certainly failed by CPS. Right. That's right. That's right. It's up to us. We pick our, some things you can't help with what happens in life, but you gotta make it the best, right? I agree. I agree, Robin. I agree because I don't think that they went missing. Technically, I don't think that they. I mean, they are missing, uh, but they're missing to most of us. They are people that are absolutely aware where they are as well, right? And I believe that someone did something to these children, both of them, both of them. It's highly rare for two children to go missing at the same time, let alone not be found, let alone no evidence that they walked off. In fact, I can't think of any with all three of those, right? I involved CPS myself and have adopted all three. Yeah, CPS really, really failed Jack and Lily. Really failed Jack and Lily. Um, excuse me. We're going to get to an interview here in a minute, but I want to show you something about that blanket. Right. I found some more stuff on this. Uh, remember, Daniel says the RCMP now says that the blanket was planted and all of that when Daniel wouldn't speak about it. Who searches for 20 minutes and finds the blanket? Martell confirmed on Monday night that Mountie showed him shirts, a blanket, a water bottle found during the search near Gerlach Road, but said none of the items belonged to either child. That was Monday night, and also the day that it was found, the day Jack and Lily went missing, he denied that. And it doesn't fly to where a boot print was located 1,000 feet away. Come on. Who happens to stumble on it? Here you go. Again, Daniel trying to put it off on Malaya's stepsister and the family. Right? Who happens to stumble upon it? Um, the person who planted it right there on the corner where it's, eye length right beside the road, uh, wanted it to be found, apparently, right? It wasn't until June 19th, 2025, until Daniel confirmed it was a piece of Lily's blanket. There is more evidence than what the public knows, Daniel says. Now, again, how would Daniel know something like that? How would he know that there is more evidence whenever he was asleep or at least laying in his bed and should just be as perplexed and as confused as you and I are? How would he know? We all know who planted it, guys. And I agree with Daniel. We all know who planted it. Yes, we do, Daniel. We certainly do. And so does the person who planted its mother knows as well, because she continually pampers his ass as well. I'm mad today, guys, to be quite honest with you. I'm mad that there is nearly a year that has gone by and these motherfuckers has lied their asses off. And Jack and Lily are out there thrown away like trash, in my opinion. Today is her birthday, and she should be living her life. I'm pissed. I'm not going to lie. But Daniel and his, in my opinion, mother, use a term loosely as well, says, pretends it's a game, right? Pretends that they are just, uh, don't know, don't know. Ron called mom the morning of the disappearance because he was going in town. If mom would have went with Ron, mom would have never heard the kids. That's how you know I never harmed the kids, and neither did Malaya. He is telling on himself right there. Hey, Mish, baby, I'm not muted. Even I'm not muted. That's how you know I never harmed the kids. Not that that's how you know the kids went missing, right? That's how you know the kids went missing, because mom heard it. No, it's that's how you know I and Malaya never harmed the kids. It's okay. It happens. Isn't that interesting how he does this shit? Lies on top of lies. All about it. I think mom was passed out from the drugs. Wouldn't nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me. Mom has a big pool, but the kids are not around this summer, so no point. Not just Jack and Lily, but my kids too. No one is willing to speak but me. The first time CPS came to the house, notice how he says the first time. I want to know if CPS was there more than once, because that's I've Belinda is in here. If she knows and if she can say, I would love to know that. He says, no one is willing to speak up for me. The first time CPS came to the house, I December and March through May, in my opinion. And that makes me even more livid. Bingo crime. Yes. Wow. The first time. Yes. You write that intentionally. He didn't realize what he was saying there without saying it. Hey, forget me not. I was just wondering, was CPS at his first wife's house? Yes. They because they interviewed Daniel's other kids. It's leakage like a mo. Yeah. The first time CPS came to the house was to give support contacts for Lily and Jack's behavioral issues. He's lying. That's not what CPS does. If they wanted to give you support contacts, they could have emailed you, sent you a letter. But regardless, CPS doesn't do that. That's not what they do, right? They're there for the safety and protection of children, or at least that's what they're supposed to be, and generally they are. And I know sometimes CPS gets a bad rap because, unfortunately, kids still die. But we only see the cases that the bad cases, right? The successful ones, it just continues on. They're still alive. There's been a transition, or the parents got better, or whatever. But here, particularly if CPS, DHS was there more than once, that makes me even more furious. It was those words that made me come back and speak. I couldn't wait on him any longer to speak up. That's right, Belinda. But sounds like he's saying CPS was there more than once, right? 1 second. Who is the tea lady? Someone just sent me a text message. Who's the tea lady? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what that is? Why do they call her the tea lady? I don't know what that means. Someone just sent me a text message. I guess it was an AB's message. I'll look at it in a second. Okay. Malaya was not at fault for Meadow being taken into custody. I will not dive any deeper. Daniel, are you working full time? See why I can't be open and just speak, as it leaves errors. Okay. Now, if we talk about, hey, Black Bear, good to see you, baby. If we talk about the day before Jack and Lily go missing, well, we know Daniel knows all the times, right? But he doesn't know particular times, when it matters, like when it really, really matters. Hey, what's up? Good to see you, babe. It's amazing how that happens. They can remember, all the times that would benefit them or really doesn't matter. But when the time crunches, it's a different thing. Or in Daniel's case, oh, that's the channel. That's the channel name. 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that. So yeah, tea time was shenanigans. I don't know. why I wasn't thinking that. When people say the tea lady, I'm thinking, I didn't know what that meant. I'm sorry. Okay. 309 left pizza shop, got home a little before 4. Daniel says, I think 3:50 or 3:51 earlier. I got my tools together. Oh, he got his tools together. Where'd you get those tools, Daniel? How long did it take you? And helped work on the fence. I came inside when it started to get dark, around 8 or so. Kids are already in bed. Well, that's a lie. One of you are lying, at least, whether that is Daniel or Malaya, because Malaya said they didn't get in bed till after 10 o'clock. Yes, Joe. Good to see you, hon. So if Daniel got inside at 8 o'clock, okay, let's think about this a second. If he got inside at 8 o'clock, what happened in those 4.5 hours? What happened in those 4.5 hours to 12:30? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. 4.5 hours. But Daniel says the kids were already asleep. I don't believe Jack and Lily were ever probably put to bed at 8 o'clock. Like they might have been thrown in the room and locked in the room early, but I don't believe that they were ever asleep on their own with like a schedule with Malaya and Daniel at 8 o'clock. But Daniel can't remember anything. Neither really can Malaya. Malaya remembers a little bit more, but Daniel doesn't remember anything because it was an ordinary day, he says. Ordinary. Yeah. I don't care if I am folding laundry, watching Mari, and it's an ordinary freaking day. I can still remember the night before, especially if it's the last time I've seen, I don't know, my kid, or in this case, kids. I flicked on the kids' room's light at around 12 p.m. Notice something here. Daniel is the last one at 12:30 to see the kids. But he's also allegedly the last one to see Lily that morning as well. Malaya is not in the picture, right? About as far as seeing Jack and Lily, 12:30. I don't see Daniel being nurturing or caring enough, especially, a 30-some-year-old man who has been smoking meth for his words every day for years, going in and turning the lights on for the kids. I don't see it. But also something else happens around 12 or 12:30 according to privately what Malaya says with Daniel. I believe part of the story, and the story is she wakes up. That part I don't believe, but around 12:30 midnight, something around that time, she goes to the bathroom or she wakes up and Daniel is smoking the Coca-Cola, the Cracola. Mhm. Now, it's interesting because that, you know, the day they had went to Walmart and got food and even got Starbucks, of course, on Patty's dime. And I'm sure Patty paid for the math as well, not knowing it, of course. Not knowing it, of course. I think they went to Walmart. I'll just say this. I think they went to Walmart so they could get cash back on the card, in my opinion. You can do it at the cash registers, the checkout cash registers. Hey, Summer Breeze, thank you. Hey, Miss Mama. We both woke up. It's hard to remember if it was me or her, but I think she said, "Do you hear the kids?" It's a tough question. It's a tough question because waking up from sleep, then your world changes on a dime. You forget so small like that. Um, the do you know when something traumatic happens to you, generally the instant that did you hear the kids? Did you see the kids? That's like the first thing you remember, right? It's that sinking feeling. Oh my God. So you don't remember, I don't know, the the time whenever your kids you got the initial did they go missing? Hey, always good to see you. Oh, be careful, Pam. You've had such a time, girl. I know GM is lying because his story is not authentic. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Not at all. Okay. He didn't want to go to school either. He refused to get ready. I would get up to help Malaya. You know what I think it was? I think Malaya gave up too easy on her kids. I think when they immediately started throwing a fit and she felt like she couldn't control them, she would get Daniel. And Daniel was the authoritarian. And I think he put the fear in Jack and Lilly. And if that didn't work, it got worse for them. It's backed by Malaya in the document stating Daniel really helped. He uses himself in third person, by the way. You are a narcissistic demon, Daniel. When I was overwhelmed, and it was many times, I left work 4 or 5 times. My employer told me to go help with the kids. They are loud kids. That's why, look at this. I knew from Malaya's side of the family took them. Yes. Yeah. I have a memory of a goldfish. Seriously, bad memory on a lot of things. But when my dad died as a kid, I can still remember that day, the whole day, because it was traumatic, right? Everything. Now come the hell on, Daniel, Malaya. So here he says something very important. They are loud kids. Boy, if they're loud kids, right? If they're such loud kids, why didn't you hear them as they were being loud going out the door? They're loud kids. Why didn't you hear them being outside, Daniel, Malaya? No, you don't forget it. You don't forget it. I can tell you just about every single one of you, Belinda, myself, the moment you heard something traumatic in your life, where you was at, it's kind of like 9/11, right? Where you were. You knew where you were because it's traumatic. Or if you're old enough, JFK, right? There's certain times in our life or days or moments in our life that will be etched in us forever. So, bullshit, Daniel, Malaya. The dog did bark, but very briefly. I'm guessing whoever took them may have said, shh, don't be loud. First of all, how did he know the dog barked? Very briefly. Why would he guess that someone said, shh, don't be loud? And one of my fears about Daniel, which I never honestly suspected in the beginning, but I do believe he is perverted, deviant. And I just hope he wasn't abusing the kids in other ways. Pray that he wasn't. Telling them, shh, don't be loud. But after seeing and speaking to people's Daniel's been with, and the text messages I showed you guys, there is nothing that would surprise me now. There's nothing that would surprise me at all. At all. 1 second here. Give me a second. I need to pull up something here because I was noticing some more things. I think it's this part. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Where is it? Hold on. Sorry, I can't find it now. It's part of DT's interview. Okay. How long ago was that interview that he did? Did he take it down? Did he take it down? All right. Let me play this.
Around what time does the search stop on the first day?
The search doesn't stop on the first day. They go right through the night.
Interesting. And when are you notified about a blanket?
If we're referring to the blanket that was up in the tree, or
Right,
just
well,
a blanket in general.
Well, let's rewind then. So there's been a lot of confusion that you
Yeah.
had denied that the blanket in the tree was lilies that ended up being lilies. What
You see how he wants to act so passive about the blanket. Which blanket? Well, motherfucker, there's only 2 blankets, Daniel. There's only 2 blankets, right? And one of them was only lilies. You're trying to put wool over everyone's eyes here. He's absolutely trying. I saw some things in a new light here. He's absolutely trying. What do you mean? Which blanket? Oh, I don't know. The one you denied and said that was fucking planted. The one I just showed you where you said, we know who planted it. We know who planted it. You know, that one, Daniel?
was there another blanket that was found out there?
There is actually another blanket. There is a full pink blanket. I was shown a picture of it, splayed out on the ground. Officer Karen Mason.
Now, notice how this mother chicken goes to the blanket that he's more comfortable with talking about. Notice how he's speaking about that one, not the one that matters, not the one that is Lily's, right? He Ninchi, there wasn't a second blanket in the document, or it says, was there no second blanket? Because in the news, it does say that there was a blanket or what does it say? How does it say it? I can't believe you're up at this hour, Nancy. It says like a water bottle. I just played it a second ago. I got the memory of a goldfish sometimes. Some things I can really remember and some things give me a second. Martell confirmed it was a piece of Lily blanket. There's evidence. Okay, that was not that one. Martell confirmed that on Monday night, the Mountie showed him shirts, a blanket, a water bottle found during the search near Gerlach Road, but he said none of the items belonged to either child. A full blanket. Gotcha. Okay. Ninchi and I are going to try to do a live stream together soon.
Showed me that. She's
Email me,
been,
Ninchi, if you get time.
I mean, she was involved in quite a bit of the, just back and forth stuff between all things.
Who was?
Officer.
Hold on. Sorry, I just messed everything.
If we're referring to
that ended up being Lily's. Was there another blanket that was found out there?
There is actually another blanket. There's a full pink blanket. I was shown a picture of it, splayed out.
He says a full pink blanket. Really? RCMP said in email only one blanket in 2 pieces. Did you share that email, Nietzsche? That's interesting.
Put on the ground. Officer Karen Mason showed me that. She's been, I mean, she was involved in quite a bit of the, back and forth stuff between the command center and me and Malaya and mom and, some of the people involved, and just trying to relay information, keep us up to date and stuff like that.
And this pink blanket that they found, was it something that they found close to the house or?
I'm not sure the location where it was found. There was a pink blanket. There was a.
Okay. Now, listen to this. I'm not sure the location it was found. He's talking here. The way that I assume that he's talking about is that he's talking about another blanket, because he obviously knows where. Okay, thank you, Ninchi. He obviously knows where the other pink blanket is, the piece of a pink blanket, because he just showed DT and the world, along with his chain smoking, Red Bull drinking, dog fur falling out mother, where the pink blanket is or was, because he did that video. She had an LOL blanket, yes.
Water bottle. There was a children's T-shirt, and there may have been a sock or socks too, showing me as well. But none of them belonged to Lily's, right? I mean, none of them were Lily's. None of them were Jack.
And I've pointed out where he says none of them were Lily's, right? And then he corrects himself. I mean, none of them were Lily's. None of them were Jack's. It just shows you how the mofo, in my opinion, planted this. And the RCMP, in my opinion, knows he planted this. The world, in my opinion, knows he planted this. And anyone with 33% of a damn brain knows he planted this.
Facts.
Do you know if all those items were found at the same place, or were they found throughout?
I'm not sure where they were found. I was just told that, or any of these items, Lily and Jack's, we found them during the search.
Were they photographed together?
No, they were not photographed. They were photographed individually.
Okay, so the most likely then they were not found together.
Yeah.
And around what time was this blanket, the full one that didn't belong to them? When was that one found?
That was found, it would have been during the daytime. So, because I remember I was actually standing on the front deck when she brought her phone up to show me.
Okay. Now, this is interesting right here about what he's going to say, because he's going to be talking about the piece of a pink blanket. The piece of a pink blanket. So now, like Ninchi is saying here, it's making me wonder, was there really another whole blanket? Listen to how he says it. You love snarky Justin. I get pissed off. I'm so pissed off today, to be honest with you. I'm so mad. I've just thought about Lily and her squealing so happily at the birthday party. When you're little, birthday parties are such special things, and you get so excited about friends coming to your house or you going to friends' house, and they are thrown away because, in my opinion, of this son of a bitch on the screen. And I'm not talking about me.
So that would have been sometime during the day. So I'm saying between noon and 4 p.m. probably.
So 4 is when they found the pink blanket that was Lily's. That was a portion of the blanket, correct?
Yeah. I'm not sure on the exact time on that either. It would have to be after 4 because the school bus goes up there around 4 o'clock.
Gotcha. And
because that school bus, it goes up and it actually goes up and turns at my Uncle Ron's house, which is about 500 feet past where the blanket was found.
That blanket was the one in where the RCMP had came and got their stuff. Wendy. Okay, thank you, Ninja Honey. Appreciate you. Let me show you this real quick. Mods, please drop Ninchi's channel. Sub up to Ninchi. She does great work. She's great at analysis. Ninchi wrote the RCMP. Hello again. I was hoping you could provide with some clarifications to clear up some confusions based on the dispatch audio. And according to the documents, there was only one blanket. One piece was found in the tree. The other was retrieved from the garbage 2 days later by the RCMP. There are now claims being made that a second blanket was found, another one that was also pink and was found spread out on the ground somewhere, which is what Daniel just said. It was like spread out. Can you, if possible, clarify if there was one blanket or two found? RCMP writes back, hi there, 2 sections of blanket were recovered by investigators. They're believed to be a part of one blanket. Thank you, Allison. Interesting. Okay.
I'm saying between noon and 4 p.m. probably.
So 4 is when they found the pink blanket that was Lily's. That was a portion of the blanket, correct?
Yeah. I'm not sure on the exact time on that either. It would have to be after 4 because the school bus goes up there around 4 o'clock.
Gotcha. And
because that school bus, it goes up and it actually goes up and turns at my Uncle Ron's house, which is about 500 feet past Chad? Where the blanket was found.
Gotcha.
So, and the bus usually goes up there with.
And the pink blanket right there, he's lying because it was found earlier in the day. What is Belinda in here? Hey Lou, good to see you, baby. How you doing? Wasn't it found not too long after Jack and Lily I mean, it was a little while, but give me a second, guys. Come on. Man, come on. Found just before 4.
And the bus usually makes its way up there around, I don't know, 3:55, between 3:55 and like 4 o'clock.
And this bus has cameras, correct?
Yeah, the buses do have cameras. When they looked at the footage from the outside of the buses.
In my opinion, this blanket was planted when Daniel and Malaya, when Daniel and Junkyard Janie was back behind the house when they said that they were looking for Jack and Lily. When Janie said she saw Daniel back there, that he was going to continue looking.
This nicotine patch for an hour, and I'd still sell you in for a smoke. Come on back to my place. I want you to look at a urine sample. I think it looks cloudy. It's been so long since someone touched me.
That was brought to you by Janie.
The blanket was not there.
Interesting. And it went both directions, correct? It went.
Yeah, they both go both directions. They have multiple buses.
And it was not seen at 3:55, 4 o'clock when the bus passed.
No, they said they did not see it on any camera footage from the buses. So
that is how far is the search command from where the blanket was found?
From the piece of Lily's blanket that was found in the tree, the actual command center itself.
Yeah.
It is okay. When you look at Lansdowne Station Road on the map.
Uh-huh.
I'll just wait for you here to go there. There's dirt road. Yeah.
So far south.
I'm not sure the actual. They had a long stretch going down that hill, going to the command center, so everybody could park their cars. Everything, right? To move in, RCMP SUVs and everything, right?
So how long after law enforcement arrived at 10:27 did the command post get set up? Was that like the first thing that happened?
I'm not sure. I was actually in the woods for a lot of that, Daniel. So I don't have like a clear time that was set up. Clear time that I could say the setup like began or was completed.
So around what time were you notified, and how were you notified about the pink blanket that belonged to Lily?
The pink blanket that belonged to Lily, I wasn't notified at all about that. I was actually told there was a piece of a pink blanket that was found up the road in a tree. And I said, piece of a pink blanket.
Let me tell you something. When he says this, it drives me nuts. It goes straight through me, and I generally don't let motherfuckers trigger me. But I know, or at least in my opinion, I have to say, that he is acting here. He is acting. I said, piece of a pink blanket. You are so full of shit, Daniel. You are truly one of the most full of shit people I have ever seen in my entire existence. Ever. And you're really shitty at it as well. You're shitty at everything.
And I put 2 and 2 together. I ran out to the garbage bin.
He immediately put 2 and 2 together. You can't even add 2 and 2. Dumbass. You can't even add 2 and 2. I know you're watching. Joyce, I'm sorry. I'm cussing like a sailor today. I'm just really mad. I'm really mad. I apologize. She doesn't cuss or anything, and I'm cussing like a sailor today. But I'm mad. He immediately put 2 and 2 together and runs, right? Runs like Super Math Daniel straight to the trash because he was putting trash up a week prior, and his, mommy dearest was watching him put in the trash because he's a failure at loading trash as well. He's a complete buffoon at loading his trash because he puts too much trash in the garbage bag. So his, mother has to watch him put trash in the trash can and said, "Don't overload it, Danny. Don't overload it." But Malaya says, "No, I put that in a week ago." They can't even agree on that.
And I seen that there was a hole ripped in the bag.
There's a hole been ripped in your bag for Daniel for the last 30 some years.
And clearly there was somebody who went into the garbage or something went on with the garbage for a piece of that to be ripped out. Because usually
anyone worth a brain is not going to think in Pictou County, Nova Scotia, Lansdowne, Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, population 200 maybe, is that someone is going to abduct your kids, right? Abduct your kids and then stand right out in front of your fucking house, and you might as well go through your garbage like I know that you threw a piece of a pink blanket away a week prior, and I'll just plant this. You are dumb as hell. And you have to be dumb as hell if you remotely think that Jack and Lilly, when it's damp or wet and cold outside, that they picked up a lid that weighed more than them and got in the trash. You couldn't have a brain. You are lying to yourself if you believe that.
when you look in the garbage bin, Daniel, and you see a garbage bag, usually it doesn't have a hand-sized hole ripped in the side of it.
There you go, math lizard with your tongue. You're right. Usually doesn't have a hole in it. Sure doesn't. And nobody in Lansdowne Station is going to know that you have a piece of a pink blanket. And who has a damn piece of a pink blanket anyways? Who has a piece of a blanket of any color? And where's the other piece? A kilometer away, planted, tucked in nicely in a tree, right at the corner of a road. Lily's smile could light up the world, and her eyes held the magic that only a child. Yes, Belinda. I'm sorry. I'm just really mad today. I know you have to be. I can't imagine the frustration. It's so frustrating. It just, I think about just them being done so wrong. And they are concealing them for their own selfish reasons. Jack and Lily are out there, and they are concealed away only where maybe 1, 2, 3 people may know. Even in my opinion, their death, they're done wrong. And that just drives me nuts.
That's interesting. Now,
Especially
the pink blanket, when they told you about it, did they show you a picture?
The piece of the blanket? No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So they just told you they found a piece, and you went to the garbage bin. And where in the garbage bin?
I try not, Miss Belinda. I really try not. But I need these bastards locked under the prison. And if they can feel a little bit, just a tinge of what Jack and Lily, what they put Jack and Lily through, a tinge of it while they're sitting in their comfortable living room or whatever.
Was the bag that had the other part of the blanket, was it towards the top, in the middle,
there
the
was
bottom?
These were like large industrial sized garbage bags, right?
Okay.
And Mom would always yell at me, don't put so much garbage in one bag, because I would always make the bags like really heavy, right?
Okay.
And so I had the blanket was in a garbage bag, but there was another garbage bag that was inside, right? So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could see I keep wanting to say
that bothers me right there. I don't want to say it. He talks about industrial size garbage bags and how they're heavy, and his mom, he doesn't overload them and stuff. But he says, I could see the
other garbage bag that was inside, right? So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could see
see how he messes up right there. See how he messes up right there? Every time he messes up, he does this. Just like when he was saying the blue or the black. Oh, he's totally overselling the story. Absolutely. But that always bothered me. What I do.
Garbage bag that was in, right? Put so much garbage in one bag, because I would always make the bags like really heavy, right?
Okay.
And so I had the blanket was in a garbage bag, but there was another garbage bag that was inside, right? So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could see I keep wanting to say a hole that was ripped.
Yeah, you was wanting to say something else. And then he says, I wanted to say, you wanted to say something
ripped in
else.
The side from a hand that went down inside of it and, pulled something.
How do you know it was a hand? How does he know it was a hand? Why couldn't it have been, do you have raccoons in Nova Scotia? Why couldn't it have been an animal? Why does it have to be a hand, Daniel? He and others think that everything is fine for them. They are nice and high, but they will see Lily and Jack again, and it won't feel so great then. You know something? I've been. They didn't. The case is not. The trial is not public. Right now, but I'll show it to you in a second. And one of the family members was showed it in court. I'll show it to you in a second. And if this ever goes to trial, which I don't think Canada lets, if I'm correct, they don't allow cameras in any of their courtroom, do they? But people can go inside you can watch the trial. You can be inside. And I think everyone needs to. This is Savannah and Matthew Soto, and then there was Savannah Soto. She was pregnant, and obviously she and Matthew were murdered. This is in the courtroom. Jesus don't love baby killers. Yep. Yeah, you can get in. You just can't. They just don't do it on television. They are each other's alibis, and they suck at that, Belinda. And both say that they believe the children are alive. In my opinion, they are both just as guilty. I agree. They know that Jack and Lily are not alive. That would be God, I pray to God that they are, but no.
Something out, but
Just
it looked to be like somebody put their hand in there and ripped it out. But
yeah, I bet you it does, because somebody didn't they, Daniel? Somebody did. It's just amazing how he can talk about how, like I showed you a little bit ago, how someone must have said shh to Jack and Lily whenever they were taking them out. The dog did bark, that he knows the dog barked, but very briefly, and he knows the dog barked very briefly. I'm guessing whoever told them must have said, shh, don't be loud. They are loud kids. That's how I know somebody they knew from Malaya's side of the family took them. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Justin. Justice coming. I hope so, Miss Cheryl. I think it is. I do think it is. I do. I'm just very frustrated today. Thank you, Miss Cheryl.
The blanket was still at the bottom.
I actually didn't want to even go live today, to be honest with you. I really didn't even want to go live today, but I had to. Because the
bottom of the bag, right? It wasn't pulled all the way out. It wasn't anything like that. So
was the trash bag in the bottom of the can or on top of like all the other trash?
It was the garbage bag, that one big garbage bag. That was like a 60-pound garbage bag. And And it was that was the only bag that was in there.
Oh, okay. So there wasn't any other trash on top.
No.
Also, notice how Mr. Daniel, because he's doing this, people smile and they laugh and all of this whenever they are trying to lighten up a story, right? To make the people watching them, they may even not even realize they do it, but that is subconsciously why we smile and we laugh, to make the interviewer or the people watching us feel lighter. That's why we smile and do all those things. But Daniel, while he's talking about his missing stepkids, if you will, who he had lived 3 years with, is making very light of this situation. Amen, Belinda. Right? Who smiles and laughs or makes light of two missing, when they're talking about something as serious of a situation as two individuals, your stepkids, who you say you did everything for, Daniel, in an interview. That's right, Sam, the damn devil. That's right. Who does that? Would you see, let me just ask you something. Would you see Beth Holloway, Natalie Holloway's mother, acting like this? Smiling and just, saying, oh, the trash, it is. You wouldn't. Yeah. Or someone just absolutely trying to sell you a lie. A lot of people were fooled by Daniel. And even there are a few that are still fooled by Daniel. They can't see the other side. They can't see the forest for the trees or whatever, because they have twisted it in their mind to bend that all of this is normal or whatever. There is nothing about this that is normal in any form and or fashion at all.
Oh, there was nothing else piled on top of it or underneath it.
So if somebody opened the bin, that's the first thing that they would see.
Yeah, they would be able to see the pink blacking in there. Yeah.
Okay. And so it seems like in the documents that it alludes that they showed you guys a picture and that you guys confirmed it. Was that, if you didn't see a picture, do you know if Malaya did?
I'm not sure if she did or not. I have no idea.
Besides, if you opened up a piece of that bag and you, like I said, you were pulling out that blanket, more trash is going to come out with you. I don't care if it's paper or whatever. And one thing I am still confused about with this blanket is a piece of it, it appears, well, we know a piece of it was in the tree. A piece of it was supposedly, and Belinda, if you can answer this, if you know, was in the garbage. And then there's a picture of a blanket, the pink blanket. I don't know if it's the same pink blanket out on the porch. I don't know. Did he take the interview down? There was one more part I wanted to show. Hold on, is this it? No. Five months. I don't know. Let me see. Okay.
I don't understand why they wouldn't allow Daniel access.
I don't understand why, if this is a case,
Malia has the baby.
unless he made allegations of domestic abuse.
Hold on. Nobody blocked Sandwich, did they? It may have been an accident. Unblock them. No, we love Sandwich. What's wrong with this thing? There we go. I got you. Sandwich is a loony. Sandwich, I think that was an accident. I'm sorry, honey. I apologize. I got you. Okay. What is wrong? Give me a second. It's freezing. I don't know what is going on. Like, the internet for the last month and YouTube and everything has been so insane. Like, I don't get it. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Sandwich gets a little passionate sometimes, but that's okay. We all get a little passionate sometimes. Sometimes you just need to tell a mofo off, you know? We all have our days. I'm having one today. Let me just exit out of this because it's just not going to work, apparently. I have the other part of the interview up. Yeah, we love you too, darling. Yeah, the more often commercial and live stream than before wasn't for. I don't like the commercials that pop up in your chat. You know what I mean? Like, they just pop up while you're chatting. I have where I pay where I don't get ads on my J4A, but so while we switch it to J4A when I'm playing videos, but on the Clutch Them Pearls, like, I do have ads. I just haven't added the to the account. And I hate how the ads pop up now when you're trying to chat, because it's like it throws you off. I don't know what's wrong with it. My Canva is giving me a fit. That's like Duck Hunt. You remember Duck? The only Duck Hunt I know is when we were kids with the Nintendo, how you would go, the little duck would come up and you would go like that, and then the guy would come up with two ducks or whatever and hold them up. Okay. You guys can still see me, right? Yeah. The premium is amazing. They will give you like, I think, a month free. And once you have that month free, like you ain't going back, because it'll get frustrating. And you had a Pictou you used. Yeah. Yeah. We did when we were kids, yeah. But I grew up in the country. Like when I was a kid, like I had Pictous. As a kid, it was different then. Like that's what if you grew up in the country, your dad would take you hunting when you were like 12 years old. You got your first shot. Pictou. I had a BB Pictou as well, but that's kind of like the American way. Like anywhere else in the world, it doesn't work like that. But I don't know, guys. My Canva's not working. Yes, ma'am. Adventures with Purpose would befriend Daniel. The leader has been. Yeah. Me too. I was sheriff, and I was leaving. Yeah. I used to play Duck Hunt. I don't know if it's Canva that's going down. If it's down, let me see if other websites are working. Yeah, every other thing's working. It's just my Canva, which is where it's got my videos. Dang, Justin was doing IRL duck hunting. My dad hunted every animal, I think, but he was really big into turkey hunting, like bird hunting. And we have a bird here called grouse. I think that's what they're called, grouse. He used to hunt those. Let me see if it'll work now. What am I doing? Canva. Okay, I think it's working now. I'm a girl, have an older brother, and he was always Clint Eastwood. Well, I didn't like to hunt. I would be like, Daddy, I don't want to go. You're gone, boy. You're going hunting. That's it. Canva was glitching today. It was bad a second ago. If you've ever watched Will and Grace, what's his name? The character's Beverly Leslie Jordan. That was me as a little boy. I was Leslie Jordan as a little boy. But Daddy, I don't want to go hunting. That's a good show. Yeah. Now let me see you dance, boy. Pew, pew, pew. Yes. Okay. Let me see if I can do it. Let's see here. Video. This is a very low key. You guys know I normally have everything very planned out and stuff, but not today. Is that it? No. Maybe I should just call it a night. Leslie Jordan was great. I know. He was so amazing. He got very popular around the Rona. Fisher, we had a pond like literally right by my house. And we would do that. Fish all the time. I always watched WNG, and there were some really good TV shows. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen so many episodes. Yeah, me too. Thank you, Miss Joy. Yes, that's very kind, honey. I appreciate you very, very much, Mama. Love you. I'm very sorry for my attitude this evening. I really didn't want to even go live today because I just kind of thought about particularly Lily. Let me see if I can find it. Jack and Lily. Let me see if I can find. Look at this. Poor little babies.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And that's sweet. They loved each other so much. You're fine, Justin. I was cussing up a storm. Lily just watched out for her brother. Thank you, Annette. It's you just don't know why kids have to.
Cute.
Why people have to put kids through so
Cute.
much.
Cute.
Right. People's putting stuff out for Jack and Lily's birthday. I was trying to find the birthday video. Excuse me. Let me see.
I love you. Please laughter. I love you. I love you. Please laughter.
That's what I was looking for. That is a grandma's smile right there. Look at that. That is the most happy. Oh my God. I need to go to bed. Belinda there. Like, that is love. And it just makes you wonder why they can be so cold and hateful with their kids. You know? All of these pictures that you see with excuse me, Miss Belinda, she is just so happy with those grandbabies. Watch this. I bet you they acted silly like that every time, they could.
Today we will be going over.
That's our friend. I don't know where the video is. Look at that.
Come home, Jack and Lilly.
Like, look at Belinda in all of these pictures. It gets me choked up. It really does. Because you just know the love that she has for him.
Coughs that week, so they hadn't been in school since Tuesday, April 29th. Now, around 8 a.m., Malaya and Daniel both heard Lily and Jack.
Daniel Holland, she's amazing.
Lily and Jack had actually been dealing with coughs that week, so they hadn't been in school since Tuesday, April 29th. Now, around 8 a.m., Malaya and Daniel both.
I didn't know Danielle covered Jack and Lily. I need to go watch.
Heard Lily and Jack start messing around in the house. They obviously had woken up at this point. They were playing in the other room, and they all continued to doze in and out of sleep while Jack and Lily continued playing on their own. At around 9:40 a.m., Malaya noticed that the house had gone too quiet. And so immediately Malaya was like, Daniel, have you heard the kids? And he's like, no, it's been pretty quiet. And so they both got up to figure out what exactly was going on. And they very quickly realized that Jack and Lily were nowhere inside of the house. Now, Daniel placed a heavy wrench above the front door every single night because I guess there was a nosy local black bear that loved to just welcome himself inside to eat all the snacks, which is obviously terrifying.
And now we're 1 second. But now I believe we know why he put that wrench above the door. You know what I mean? I'm okay, Joyce. Yeah, honey.
And so he would, I guess, either put this wrench on top of the door so if it opened, it would fall and alert them, or he wedged it in. It's not really clear, but either way, that wrench was still there. And so they knew that if the kids had decided to leave the house, they didn't leave out of the front door. So Malaya and Daniel figured that Lily and Jack must have slipped out of the back sliding glass door of the house and gone into the backyard or somewhere to play, because the sliding glass door opens pretty quietly and their bedroom was on the far side of the house. And at this point, this was really the only explanation of where Jack and Lily could have gone. And so Malaya and Daniel went outside and started frantically searching for Jack and Lily, but they were still nowhere to be found. Lily and Jack had actually been dealing with
I love Danielle.
Start messing around in the house.
She's a very good storyteller. She's done it. Look at the little baby with the goat. I don't see it where it is. A video sent to me by a local. Oh, okay. This was I remember this video now. I remember that video whenever this was when they were still there. You can see people out. Hey, look at there. By the way, I just noticed it in this video. Hey, look, there's a pink blanket right there. Lots of pink blankets, right? Lots of pink blankets. You know, Ruby, this is the thing. I've actually seen a photo of a bear in their yard before, their front yard, of Daniel and Malaya's, but he didn't put up a damn wrench for a bear, right? Like, he just didn't put it up. And the actual documents, it says a wrench or a bolt. There's a big difference in a wrench or a bolt. And I'll tell you, my theory on this is the front door was not accessible at all. I think it was he locked certain doors. Right? When you hear Malaya, in my opinion, telling at least the public partial truth that Daniel would hold her down and take her phone and wouldn't let her go anywhere at times. Well, I think he's the type, you're not going anywhere at times. But Malaya went back right after Easter. Yeah. I mean, who, it doesn't even make sense to me that you close the door with a wrench. You know what I mean? And, second of all, if a bear was going to get in anywhere in that house with any door, I would be more scared of the sliding glass door than anything. And the bear would go for the chickens. Yeah. When I was a kid, we have black bear here. And there was a black bear that got in our cellar. And you know what a cellar is? It's where you put like canned foods and stuff like that. At least my grandma did. And they went in there and they got apples. I mean, they got good noses and they will, but, you know, it's Canada. Yeah, there's bear. They're everywhere, but, bears are more scared of you than the other way around. There was a picture. Yes, Deb, I did see the picture because I highly doubted it, but there was a picture of a bear in the front of their yard. We call it a root cellar out this way. A root cellar, really? Bears are always looking for unlocked doors. If they want, they can rip doors off or windows. They can, they can get anything. They're very strong. I saw a video of bears approaching people, and they are more scared of people, even cats. Bears are very scared. Here they have, actually, I have a YouTube short. I think it's on my J4A channel. When they relocate bears, they have them in it's like this steel thing, and it's got wheels on it, and they pull behind them, and they take the bears and they'll put them in a national forest or something like that. and sometimes they'll record them. And when those bears, when they open the door, they pew these like fire, their blanks off or whatever, like firecrackers. It sounds like a firecracker, but even before they have time to pew like that, those bears, they're terrified. The only time really a bear is going to be an aggressive to a human is whenever they have cubs. That's it. Like the bang flashes, yeah. He's lucky the wrench didn't fall down and bear throw wrench at Daniel. Or others who know that will keep the pressure on. Yeah. Belinda, I do think things are going to change in this case. I do. I think, in my opinion, this is just an opinion, I do think after Daniel's court date, which is, when is his court date? It's just in a couple days from now. Is it the 20 something, 28th, something like that? 25th? I can't remember. I do think this could be a way to leverage, or I think this could be a means to more answers for Jack and Lilly. 30th. Okay. Are you going to be there, Belinda? I mean, think about this. Daniel's own family didn't go with him. Janie, Earl, just his cousin. Just his cousin. Daniel has, in my opinion, been reckless his entire life. And he has so many people over. He's used and abused and bullied and manipulated and lied and wreaked havoc everywhere he goes, every car he drives as well, every relationship he's been in, every child he's been around. And I think people are just tired of it. Oh, it's only to register his plea the 29th. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm completely aware of that. Appreciate you. Let me tell you something, Jonathan. If you want to email me, I'll show you that I'm not a woman. Okay, maybe. You just email me. I'll show you. I'll show you, baby. Okay. Just email me. You're welcome. Love you. No, I think it's funny. I think they're funny, actually. On the 30th, he can adjourn it, and they can keep adjourning for a very long time. Yeah, Canada, they're so, like, easier on crime. You know what I mean? Well, that's why he just that's why he said that. Right. He's very interested, which, go ahead, Jonathan. Go ahead. Well, you like a girly boy. Go for it, baby. It's okay. No judgment. No judgment. He's going to be a snow bunny here, white as snow. He's going to be, I hope he's someone's bitch up in the clink is what I hope he is. Yeah, they do second to no one. Canada is the home of criminals. It's so bizarre to me, like the only place, like it's kind of like that. I mean, here, I gotta say, like there's some criminals here that it's like, how the hell did they get out of so much? And then it'll take like so much until there is like, they have to do something just like crazy. And it's like, how did everybody miss it? Well, they've been in front of the judge 30 times, but America is generally a lot more harsh on crime. UK is the same. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, like, don't be locking up people for, centuries, it feels like, on non-violent crime. Be locking their asses up for violent crimes. That's what they need to be in prison for. Stop locking people up for, an ounce of marijuana or whatever. Like, I don't smoke or anything like that, but who cares? Be locking them up for violence. Keep those people in prison, and you just let them out. And they, like, people who are violent, they generally don't change like that. Like, if you're kind of a wife beater or a child beater or a child, like a pedo of any kind, you generally don't change. Keep those people up in prison. That's the people that need to be in prison. Right? But it's very frustrating. If they're found guilty, he won't get time. I don't know. I think this could be another way of a means. Yeah. Pot's legal here, so that finally stopped. I know, but can you think about, like, in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s, like, people they sent to prison for years for marijuana? Like, Ruggs is not generally, if they're a user or whatever, like, they're not violent. And there are now, if there is a crime committed while on the Ruggs, that's a violent crime. That's different. But if it's they're just have it in possession or something or whatever, like, who cares? Who cares? Yeah, people with SA, they don't change. They are incapable of change. That is why there is the offender list. And that is, just as I have said before, they need a domestic violence registry and that will go under anybody you have physically been violent with, wife, girlfriend, husband, children, aunt, grandma, in the home. If you are a violent person, you need to be on a registry. I know, Andrea, and who was it the other day? We were talking about what? Hold on. I got some breaking news. Oh, I didn't know that. There was a shooting at Air Force One base. I didn't know that. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Addiction can happen in so many ways, and usually it's people treating something that they're not dealing with, or they are self-medicating, right? Or whatever. That doesn't deserve prison, in my opinion. Now, again, if you do actions because of your addiction, like hurting someone or whatever, that's different. But just simple having rugs and no violence or anything like that, give it a break. You're just wasting taxpayers' dollars. Well, we were talking about the other day, Andrea. I'm sorry, I'm just brain fog right now, but the creator, I can't think of her name. She's mainly on TikTok, but she does YouTube. She did Durwood's interview the other day. She's really nice, very non-judgmental of just like the media that they are trying to silence people from speaking about Jack and Lily's case. Andrea, thank you so much. Like people in Canada, they're trying to like gag people, like if it goes to trial and stuff, and that is just insane to me. You know what I mean? Just absolutely insanity to me. Deborah, that happened last week during tornado warning. It's almost tornado season. You guys got to be careful if you're in tornado land. Justin, it's not a good day to be Canadian. Well, you know, Belinda, I was so mad at that the other day. I was like, you're kidding me. They want, like, I mean, they're effectively even trying to gag Belinda, like the grandmother, if that happened. You know what I mean? Like so Susan hidden in the fog. That's it. Susan hidden in the fog. But if you look at who was it? Popcorn Planet. They've recently changed a lot of things here on YouTube. And made it way more difficult for all of us live creators specifically. They're pushing more towards shorts. Our attention span is getting lower and all of that. But they're doing that, but they're also, if you go to Popcorn Planet, I'll try to put it in my post. They're trying to silence a lot of the non corporate and that's what they're trying to do. So I'm going to start doing a lot more. I'm going to be doing more on TikTok as well, and I'm going to be doing more on Facebook as well. I'm still going to be here on YouTube. YouTube's my home, but I'm going to be expanding out a little bit, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. I can do it all in like one live, but they want us to do shorts now and all of that stuff. It's just crazy. Thank you, Andre. We love you, darling. Thank you for being here. We can't even post news articles on our Facebook in Canada. Trudeau made it like that. I know. And that is just, it's insane to me. Like, I did not know that. Like, I've been to Canada many times, and I love going to Canada. I usually go in July, but like my birthday, there's parts of Canada that I'd love to go. But I did not even know that about the news in Canada until Jack and Lilly's story. Like, if you go to like the police page, like there's nothing on it. They can't report the news outside of Canada. It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest thing. And to be in the western part of the planet, like where we push democracy off on the world, which I believe in democracy, obviously, but you're not allowing the freedom of the press? That's like dumb. Yeah. Vancouver is probably my favorite city in the world. Love Vancouver. But I've been on the west side of Canada. I've been on east side of Canada, but I've not been as far east as like Nova Scotia, and I've not been to like, I think it's Alberta. I haven't been to Alberta. There's not a lot in Alberta, I don't think, though. It really is YouTuber, and it shocks me, because that's what like the United States and Canada and the UK and, you know, like 20 years ago, we could never imagine what was going on, like with the press and stuff today. Like it's, and the thing is, this is the thing, it is truly a handful of people that is making our decisions, that changes so much for us. And it is just a few big billionaire, in my opinion, corporations that is, I was talking about it last night, they don't want, in my opinion, independent media, because you get more than a 3-minute clip. And there are legit people out here that are getting way more attention than the regular news now. It has to be, Deb. It has to be. Right. But the thing is like, people really have to get pissed off about it, because the way it happens, it's kind of like boiling the frog, right? Starting at a regular temperature, and it just keeps getting a little warmer and a little, that's the way that it happens with our freedoms too. It just whittled, and and it just keeps getting taken away. Albertans will love you, Justin. Another beautiful place. Yeah. Canada's beautiful. Yes, the Highway of Tears is a good example. However many changes when we make our voices heard. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the thing is, the problem, I think, is we're all so used to our comforts, our creature comforts, and all of that, and we have to get mad enough to change, because the people make the decisions, and we have to know that the power is with the people. It's not the big guys who we think it is. When we get pissed off and truly want things to change, it can and will, but we just have to be there. I know. What's the little... I'm just bad with names today. I apologize. What's the little guy's name who went missing in Canada with the park, the national park, and then his stepsister died? Darius. That case is, yeah. That case is bothersome to me. It's very bothersome to me as well. There's a lot. Yeah. And there's another, I did a live on it. It's quite a popular case in Canada. The guy went missing whenever he was going back to his hotel room. That's a mysterious case as well. I love my Canadians. Yeah, it is me. It is me too. There's a lot of weird things around it. I love you too, Leslie. I gotta go. I gotta be up in 5.5 hours. So I need to go to bed as well. Thank you guys for listening to me cuss. And try to get through this live and stuff. I love you all. I appreciate you very much. You guys are amazing. Thank you to Belinda. Thank you for being here. I know it's been a day for you. Thank you to my mods, my members, the chat, your input. Thank you to the troll for telling me I am not a woman. and all of it. I appreciate your input. You guys are amazing, and take care of yourselves. I will be here tomorrow, Lord willing. You only get so many trips around the sun, and it's been a more low-key one today. I've got a lot I'm working on right now. Thank you, Blenda. Thank you, guys. Love your tenacity. So, much love, everyone. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go wash my face and get up at 5:30 in the morning. Love you guys. God bless you all. Take good care of yourselves. You only get so many trips around the sun. Good night.